So heat 1 of 2 listed heats for the women's 400 meters. Harrison of GC Foster. Outside Curtis. Operation for Godfrey Stewart High. Samantha Curtis. Out there traveling nicely in lane number 6. GC Foster Affairs here. Coming in now from lane number 3. That's Keane, also of GC Foster. Keane now. Keane and Curtis. Tamara Keane of GC Foster ahead of Samantha Curtis, also of GC Foster. So GC Foster at home versus MVP, UTEC MVP. Carrie Russell outside running well, but Sigree is fierce at the moment for GC Foster. Traveling nicely, Leroy also of GC Foster, but those two at the moment, Russell on the outside, so there's a deficit there for Russell. Now Leroy trying to make a move, but she's also outside of Sigree of GC Foster. Fierce competitor here. These two, Sigree of GC Foster, Leroy of GC Foster, she leads. Outside, Kutina of MVP, but Anastasia Leroy of GC Foster gets there ahead of Alicia Kutina.
I was expecting to run faster, but I was going to motion with the race. At first, I didn't go so well. Pick up on the back stretch, and then I just used my momentum, come home.
On their way, let's see the shape that Millard Brown of Atletica Union is in. He's in lane number 2, but there Rashid Dwyer of GC Foster starts well. Look at Dwyer of GC Foster. He runs in the middle of the track, lane number 4, and he's right where he wants to be. Kept this man now from Blazers, Green, quietly getting in there at the top, Campbell. Man out there in lane number 6, Campbell. Inside now from lane number 3, Green of Blazers coming back outside for lane number 7. It's gonna be a victory there. Omar Johnson of Swept taking heat now.
In their set positions, away they go. Good start for Bailey, and Spence is on his inside too. Jermaine Hamilton will close all the time. O'Shane Bailey though holds the advantage, and Spence trying to close. Bailey wins it ahead of Spence. It's close for third, but it's O'Shane Bailey, the national champion. No surprise there. Gets by Lansford Spence and wins it. He's already run 10-4 this season, O'Shane Bailey, but so too as 10.41 for O'Shane Bailey.
Well, fairly good today still. Let's go out there, execute the race as my coach told me to do. I'm just looking forward for this season, 2011 season, and World Championship.
And they are away. Want to see what Acon's 4x1 will be like at Gibson. Look at this rush coming down now. It is Victor there from lane number 5. Johnson of GC Foster.
And again they come. Make that St. Hughes and St. Andrew. St. Andrew High will get up ahead of Penwood. Heat number 8 is off. Shaw, Peters, Marshall, Montoya, Morrison, Williams. Queen School again looking in good form. Oh no, out of lane 6. Is on track. Class 2 girls. Pretty good from lane 3. On the Michael Club, but she's quite well. Amidst the protestations, they're off. St. Hughes James going right to the line with block of.
Heat number 10 on the way. Big move there already for Aries of St. Mary High, but then Hall of Calabar in lane 1. Hall of Calabar ahead of Aries of St. Mary High. Big man in lane number 5. Let's see the shape he's in now. Tell you that the class 2 would be hot. He will make class 1 exciting too. Will he get their Eastern Championship coming up? Javier Bell and Bell of Seafort. One for the future, properly guided. This man can be very dangerous. World Youth Championship 2011. What a team we're going to present, and they will represent with distinction. Look at Javier Bell of Seafort. Has dismissed the entire field. Can we get the fastest of the heats to this point? Big dozen now, heat number 12. May of St. Andrew Technical is in lane 1. Neil of Lacovi, Evelyn of Titchfield, lane 3. Jones of Penwood, lane 4. Francis McGrath. Good start there for Brown of Godfrey Stewart, but Mitchell
Well, I'm privileged, I'm honored, I feel very blessed to be respected and acknowledged by my peers or by the fraternity. To be cherished for the rest of my life. And I'm just happy. I'm just happy.
We have seen increased participation this year. As you know, the date was changed, and as arising from that, more schools have actually entered in order to qualify for the champs. So in that way, we have seen a very large turnout. Well, it has affected, as I mentioned before, in terms of the high schools that want to qualify for champs. But of course, we did have some other features in mind that we would have brought on if it was to be held in March. But of course, GC Foster is a national institution, and we have a responsibility to ensure the development of track and field. And so we really had no difficulty in changing the date in order to accommodate the Gibson relay.
Well, this is a tremendous turnout this afternoon, and the fact that it was an exchange event speaks well, because as we all know, the Gibson Relays asked them to switch dates with them, and this turnout today and the participation level is just extremely encouraging. I'm very happy for the organizers and for the athletes. It's a critical meet in terms of the JSU's calendar of development, in that it affords the athletes and the coaches an opportunity to assess where they are in terms of their status aiming for June, and they can make adjustments. So the meet plays a very important role in that aspect. Also, it allows for the qualifying of some of the high school athletes for champs.
I think it's the biggest one I've seen for a long time, and I'm extremely happy because, as you know, GC Foster is very good to us to allow us to get their date, and they've taken this date, but apparently it hasn't affected them at all, and I'm extremely happy when you consider that you had the Central Championships yesterday, and most of those athletes have not participated. It's a good performance here today. It is extremely important because I have been extremely happy with what I've seen over the past couple of months in all the competitions that I've been to throughout the region. And it's not about growth. And when I say growth, I'm referring to the countries that one doesn't expect much from. And that's important because you expect a lot from your United States and your Cubas and your Jamaicans. But when we look at teams like BVI and Honduras and Costa Rica, and these teams doing very well, it is encouraging because it demonstrates what's happening in the region.